David Wygant here with my friend Obi, 10-minute daily reality check, Tuesday, July the 25th. The other night we saw Planet of the Idiots. Or what was it called? War for the Planet of the Idiots?
War of the Apes or some shit?
Yeah, I don't even remember the name of it, but we both left with that same feeling of, are we really living in a culture full of idiots? We both got annoyed at the giggle guy, right? Mr. Gigglepuss, the whole time, and he was laughing at the dumbest stuff. What did you call that one ape?
Jar Jar.
Right. It was like the most annoying character since Jar Jar, and he laughed every single time. Thought it was the funniest fucking thing he's ever heard.
I really wanted to. I couldn't see his face. I wanted to just look at him, like give him a good look. Like, who are you? Like, what kind of person are you?
Like, how dumb are you, really?
What kind of man are you?
That giggles. He was LOLing out loud. It's the same men that LOL in texts. And I've talked about that many times. A woman can LOL because it's cute.
Uh-huh.
A man LOLs, and it's like the idiot in the movie theater.
I LOL from time to time.
Do you?
Time to time. I usually am not laughing out loud though when I say it.
No one's ever going, ho, yeah. It's like, what are you, fucking Santa Claus sending the text? Ho, ho, ho.
I use it as as a way to imply that I thought that was funny.
You do it with chicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever LOL'd me.
Probably not. Probably not.
Because I'm like anti-LOL.
I don't think I knew that about you.
Yeah, there's something about it. Like, it's okay, like, when I'm talking to a woman and she lols me.
Yeah. I'm
really fine with that. But guys...
Yeah, I think I do use it with chicks, now that you mention it.
It's a little too giggly for me.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't know. It's funny. You kind of change sometimes a little bit how you communicate when you're talking with women.
Are you a emoticon guy?
No, I'm not an emoticon guy. I do use a smiley face.
Like real smiley face?
Yeah, no, not the emoticon smiley face. Just like a
dot with a...
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's like 1998. I love that smiley face.
I use that. And then sometimes I use the two hands in the air emoticon.
I never used that one. I'll do GIFs. Or whatever they're called. GIFs?
GIFs.
GIFs. I'll use GIFs. I think GIFs are kind of cool. But I'm not like this big emoticon guy. I remember I was dating somebody a while back, and she emoticoned everything. Like, I
think it's cute when girls do it. That's fine.
Do you with like the stamp and the, Layla calls them stickers, right? She'll get on my phone and she goes, hey, can we send... Remember Layla sent you all the stickers one time? That text? Did Layla send it to you?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I thought Layla sent it to you.
I'm fine when girls do certain things because they're girls.
They are.
Whatever. So I don't want them to be dudes. I mean, they're girls. So if they do cutesy girly stuff, that's fine. I find it questionable if a dude was doing the same thing. Like, if a dude was sending me a bunch of emoticons, I thought that'd be kind of weird.
It is kind of weird.
Girl, that's fine. She's
a gay dude probably sends lots of emoticons.
Probably. I don't know.
I mean, I had to ask some of my gay friends if they're really overdosing on emoticons. I'd like to really find out.
Yeah.
Are you an emoticon kind of guy? What does it mean if a guy does a lot of emoticons? Is it a feminine trait? Is it, are you secretly gay and you just like to send like little emoticons and everything else? But anyway, we're not going to talk about emoticons. What is it about either Hollywood thinks this culture is as dumb as this culture really is, or people just don't want to think? And you said something in the movie that I thought was really interesting. So Caesar the ape spoke, right? Mm-hmm. And all the apes seemed to understand Caesar. Mm-hmm. But they gave him back sign language, but yet they understood what he said. And you said something really funny. It was for the stupid humans in the audience.
Yeah, it was completely for the humans, because if Caesar would just, like, for example, it's not like if you're talking to someone and they speak Spanish, right? Right. They're speaking Spanish to you. You're not going to speak English back to them. You're going to speak to them in Spanish, especially if you speak Spanish, right? So they'll overhear sign language in him, and he would sign language them back. The only reason they didn't do that is because they can't have a whole movie of just fucking computer-generated apes sign language at each other. No one would watch that. So he would speak English, and he would say all the things so fucking the people in the audience would understand.
It was so stupid. And the thing is, a sign language movie would have actually been better because it would have been more believable. But the Planet of the Idiots in the audience wouldn't have come because they'd have to use their brain.
But I thought that the fact that was happening in general, I thought it was dumb. I was like, why even have all the sign language anyway? Like, just have them all speak English. Fuck it. Who cares? Just go all the way. You know what I'm saying? I already don't believe this whole premise. So just go ahead. Give them British accents. Just Whatever.
I know, really. Just let
do
him
it.
fucking talk.
Whatever. Who cares? I don't care.
There's other movies that have been like that too, where they're supposed to be taking place in Spain,
Yeah.
and they speak English,
Yeah.
right? Just for the American
It's for
audience.
the audience. It's for the audience.
It's a Spanish movie, but they're all fully speaking English for the audience because Americans don't want to have to think. They go to the movie to escape from their shitty life, and they watch these movies. I started watching the other night on the box Wonder Woman.
Okay.
I've lasted 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. But women wearing gladiator gear, fighting each other, did nothing for me. I mean, nothing. Zero. And people love that movie. They're like, oh my God, it was like the end of civilization. And there's something about these comic book movies I can't do.
No, they're bad.
Like Iron Man.
After I saw Suicide Squad,
I didn't see that one.
I don't watch it.
It's terrible, right?
After that, I left it and I was like, that's the last comic book movie I'm going to see.
Have you seen any comic book movies you've liked?
Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one.
I couldn't make 10 minutes of that one.
The first one, I like that one.
Yeah, I couldn't. I can't do.
I saw the second one, it was terrible.
Yeah, I can't do movies with heavy special effects because it kills.
Oh, but you love the ones before the Planet of the Apes. You like those.
I did. The original one I thought was really good because that was one
You
with
like the second one too. I remember you telling me that you loved that one.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
I
and
did.
That one, they progressively got more and more computer generated. This one was like 97%.
Yeah, we were watching a green screen.
Yeah.
With a bunch of computer apes.
Yeah.
No,
running around.
There weren't humans in those bodies.
No.
No, it was all fucking computer generated.
Well, I mean, you know that Gollum dude.
Yes.
They put him in the suit and then they just draw around him. So he was acting, but it was actually all computer. You know what I'm saying?
The whole movie was terrible. And then Woody Harrelson had to explain the movie to us in a monologue where you thought he was going to start laughing in the middle of it because it was so bad. And then he got mute. And then they tied it all together by making the girl called Nova. Because Nova
That didn't tie anything together, bro.
Well, they tried to tie it to the old ones to make it look like, well, now we have Nova and we can go escape from the Planet of the Apes and then we can go take another one. It's just, the thing is about these summertime movies and the majority of movies that are out there is that we live in a society that is not that smart. So they sit there and they think this is entertainment. To me and you, and to all the people that we like to be with, and the people listening to the podcast, hopefully, I like my brain to be engaged. I want to think. I want to feel some type of emotion in a movie. I don't want to think to myself, God, my lower back's hurting in this fucking chair. How much longer? Oh, wait, that's a text. Let me go get that, right?
Yeah.
And during the movie, my friend Josh from New York texted me back and says, the Ape movie was really bad. Curious to hear how bad you thought it was, right? Well, as a matter of fact, I'm watching it right now, and it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And I hate when the previews are better than the movie.
Yeah, they usually are.
Isn't it like dating? Sometimes the preview is sometimes better than the date.
I mean, the preview's the most exciting part. It's all great. It's all great in your head.
The whole thought of like what she's going to be like.
Yeah, it's all perfect in your head.
It is. It's all perfect in your head.
Yeah.
Who she might be. Maybe she's the one. He's the one that's going to get you out of this planet of the idiots, and together you can watch Netflix together and hang out.
Yeah, it's all bad.
I know, it's really bad. So do you think now, knowing what we know now, do you think that movie that you wanted to watch is actually going to be good because it was shot in 70 millimeter?
I knew it was good before we went to go see this one. I wasn't excited about seeing this movie. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that was my.
That was your decision. You were like, "Why would we go see that?" I was like, "All right, fine." I wasn't excited about it. I was not. I had 0% interest in seeing it. 0%.
I know, you were like so bummed. I'm flying back from Switzerland, and he wants to fucking see the Ape movie.
I was just like, I know this Dunkirk movie is going to be good because Christopher Nolan is a good director, and at the very least, it's going to be visually exciting because he's great with visuals. I have no idea what the movie's about. I know it's about war or something, some battle that took place. But I have no idea. But I know I don't have to know anything about the movie to know that's gonna be better than fucking War of the Apes.
I don't even remember the name of it, man. The best part of the movie was the words on the screen in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because that was the part where I actually get to use my brain.
Yeah.
The rest of the time I did. I felt like when you see a bad movie and you check out, I literally got lost in my thoughts for like a couple of minutes, and then all of a sudden I look back up and I'm like, not a fucking clue what they're talking about. And then I realized it doesn't even matter.
No.
Because there is no dialogue. There's nothing going. And then the whole movie theater smelled like some really bad sweet.
Sweet?
There was some like fucking weird, like there's always that nasty popcorn smell in the movie theater. What was that movie that we saw that night? That night that you came into town, and you got the M, that white M.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And then we drove all the way to that fucking movie theater in West LA.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And we saw that really weird movie.
Neon, it was Neon Demon or something like that.
Yeah, that was a strange movie.
That movie was better than War of the Planet of the Apes.
I don't remember the name of that movie. You know what else is funny too? How many movies I watch, because you travel a lot, right? How many movies you watch on the plane, and you watch a couple of movies, then you get off the plane, you get into the Uber, right? You head into Manhattan or wherever you're going, and you get there and you meet your friend and they go, "How was the airplane ride?" Watched a couple of movies. They go, "What'd you see?" And you scratch your head and go, "Not a fucking clue." Why is that when you travel on an airplane, you watch the movie, you get off the movie, and you don't remember the goddamn name of the movie?
I only watch a movie on the plane while I'm eating because I want to watch something while they're serving the food, and I don't pick a good movie because for me, movies are sacred. You know how I care about. I care about film. Film is like my favorite art form, and so I think that a good film moves you. You think about it for weeks, months. Like it changes you in some way. Bad films, and you're just like, oh. And so I don't want to be eating whatever they're serving on the plane, and then like I'm not going to be fully invested in the movie. So I don't pick a movie that I think is going to be epic. I just pick like maybe a comedy or something. Like I saw John Wick on the plane here.
How was John Wick?
I mean, he shoots some people.
All right, and then it's all, isn't it Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, it's Keanu Reeves, and his acting is.
You think after 30 years he actually would get better? Remember Matthew McConaughey? He started out as a bad actor, right? And then actually he's fucking great now.
Yeah, I mean, and I always thought Woody Harrelson was a bad actor, but maybe he was just playing really dumb characters in the beginning. Because now he's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
You know what I'm saying? But Keanu Reeves, he's the same dude. It actually felt like it was worse. Like some of his lines, like he's just. I'm like thinking about the lines now. He would just say them the way he would say them. He would just be like, "Yeah, because
I know he's got the worst.
Because I'm John Wick." He's like, "Give me some guns." I was just like, "What?"
He's never gotten good.
But people, I don't know, man. They eat it up.
Did you see The Matrix?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I like The Matrix.
Okay, so I watched The Matrix once. Not a fucking clue what went on. My brain doesn't work that way.
But The Matrix was good. When did you watch it? Did you watch it when it came out?
I watched it when it came out.
In the theater?
No, I got stoned at home.
Then that's not when it came out then. I'm talking about in the theater.
No, I think I watched it at home.
OG Matrix, 1997?
No, The Matrix. Lawrence Fishburne, Keanu Reeves, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I watched The Matrix. Not a clue. None of the movies I don't understand is time travel. Okay, so I don't understand. So if I could time travel...
I hate time travel movies.
Okay, me too. Because if I could time travel, you know exactly where I would go. Okay, I'd go back to a certain date at a certain time in my life, and I'd make sure that a certain thing was fucking signed by a certain fucking idiot, so nothing in my life would have ever been aggravating. You would have made sure
something signed, or you would have just gone even further than that?
No.
And made sure that didn't happen?
No, because what happened, actually, one of the things that happened was the greatest thing that happened, okay? So I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back that far in time, but I'd make sure when that other thing happened, I would have made sure that I realized at that time that I was actually dealing with an idiot and somebody that was unscrupulous, so then I would go back in time and make sure that everything was taken care of.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't understand how to time travel, because the fact is, how can I be sitting on this fucking couch doing this podcast right now, but going back 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Or going back 10 years or 15 years? I don't fucking understand it. I watch these time travel movies and I sit there, I'm like, makes no sense to me. And then some people try to explain it, like these really geeky people go, well, you got to understand about the vortex of the synergist and how it's all possible.
No, I think the thing I hate about time travel movies is that they're made for people, those guys that you're talking about, to masturbate to. That's the audience. They're just trying to make these guys jack off. Like, that's all. Because they try to make it confusing on purpose, I believe. They try to do all these things to fool you or trick you or some shit. Just to they're just doing it on purpose, and for me that angers me, because they think they're so smart by making it all complicated and shit, when really they could have explained it in a different way, in
5 minutes.
But they didn't want to do it that way. They're like, no, the thing that happened, and I'm like, so people can talk about it, but no, but did you see this? And I'm just like, no, that's stupid.
I know, it's really funny. I like simple movies that I can fucking watch, that have a good plot, that have good characters, that have a good story, that get me thinking and change me. I remember Bad Boys, this great movie, Bad Boys, long
With
time
Will Smith
ago.
and Martin Lawrence?
No, it was a different movie where I was so in the character at the time afterwards that I went to this place called Buoy Monger and hadn't eaten, had a stomach flu all week.
Buoy Monger?
Buoy Monger. This is like Washington, D.C., 1983. The stoned idiot behind the takeout thing wouldn't give me a bagel with cream cheese. And I looked at him and I said, give me your order, you fucking idiot. Order book. He gives it to me. I write down bagel with cream cheese. I take it and slap him across the face 3 times. Because I was so into the fucking movie that I left being the aggressive character. It was a Sean Penn movie when Sean Penn was really good at being angry.
In the 80s?
In the 80s. Remember The Warriors? Did you ever see that movie?
I did see The Warriors.
Yeah, it was a classic movie. There's some good classic movies that are out there. I like something where I leave, I'm feeling something, because that's all. That's you and I are experienced junkies.
But that's what a movie is supposed to do. It's supposed to move you emotionally. That's the whole point of a movie. It's supposed to move you emotionally. I feel like people have forgotten that. Now they just want to watch fucking robots fighting on screen or like some explosions and shit. And I don't have a problem with explosions. I think that's fine if it makes sense for the film, but if a car runs into another car and they just explode, like that doesn't make any sense. Cars aren't loaded with TNT in their engines. Like that's not how it works.
No, and I've been driving the 405 and you have forever, and we see car accidents all the
they
time.
Don't just explode. Like come on.
No, nothing explodes, and you never see any of this stuff. And I've never seen gun battles and gunfights. And a friend of mine who's a New York City cop for 30 years and never drew his gun once.
And then people don't. And then when people shoot, they usually hit the person they're shooting. A cop, they've been trained to do these things. They've been trained. A fucking soldier, they train to hit the target that they shoot at. So when Caesar throws a fucking thing at the pipe and it explodes and everything explodes around him and they all die except for him, for me that's stupid. And when they're all shooting at him and then nobody hits anything, nothing. And he just escapes, that shit makes my mind just go, what? No, it's not how it works.
There was a scene in Baby Driver, okay, when John Hamm got shot.
Yeah.
And a bullet to the abdomen usually fucking kills somebody, right? But yet, 5-6 minutes later, there's a scene with him in the diner sitting there eating and drinking a cup of coffee, right? I mean, he would have bled out by now because he had to have driven there, right?
And
in
the
a car.
abdomen, there's all kinds of stuff happening over there.
Oh yeah, he could have. He would have to drive there in a car, right? Get there, but then he still was able to sit there, have a cup of coffee very casually.
Yeah.
Still, hair looked fucking great, right? Everything looked fucking great, and he was still able to, threaten the guy, and then still able to get into a fight with him and battle and punch and do that other stuff. It's like I don't like, and we're gonna end on this, right? And that's why I think we're living in Planet of the Idiots nowadays. This shit doesn't make fucking sense. You ever get into a fist fight as a kid? Somebody gets punched, that person goes down immediately, right? Mm-hmm. But in these movies, people are punching each other non-fucking stop. Non-stop. I've punched friends when I was a kid, and they went down.
You ever
and they didn't get back up.
You ever get hit in the chest and you lose all breath?
Yes.
You're done for at least 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, but not in movies.
You can't breathe. You're done. Just one hit. Right in the lungs. And you're out. You're done. I remember that's the end of that fight.
I remember I rode like a cardboard box down my steps when I was in 3rd grade. And I fucking fell out of the box and tumbled down the steps and knocked the wind out of me.
Yeah.
7 minutes I was down, man.
You can't get up from that.
Can't get up from that. But not in movies. In movies, you can get punched in the face 14 different fucking times and you're still Rocky Balboa. I mean, this is what I mean by fucking Planet of the Idiots. It's like people watch this shit and they think it's so fucking cool. And it's not, because I think they want to live alternate universes because their own life is so boring and so fucking fucked up that they think this shit is good, and it's really not. Anyway, man, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll bring Obi back all week. Planet of the Idiots out, 10-minute daily reality check. Spread the podcast, man, all over the place, because this podcast, you can punch it in the stomach, hit it in the fucking head, it ain't going anywhere.